What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our saga on the F100. I planned on painting the valve covers anyway, but when I took the front tire off to paint it, you could see up in there, and it was pretty obvious that it was leaking. Had been leaking, still leaking around the valve cover gaskets. There's a lot of oil on this driver's side of the engine that above the manifold and stuff is the only place it could be coming from. So I got the old Advent Special Velcro cork gaskets here for 20 bucks. And today we're going to take them off and clean them up. If I can find my paint, we'll paint them. I may paint the breather. Still haven't decided what I want to do, but it won't take much to paint it, so I might as well just clean it up and paint it. I think the top is like a aluminum. I might paint it black, paint the rest of it blue. So anyway, that's what's going on. I thought maybe before we start working on the valve covers, haven't cranked it in a week or so, so we do it like a cold start. See if my switch works. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. One of the things I like about this truck and why I keep working on it is because pretty much cranks every time. I was pricing some headers on Summit. You can buy headers pretty cheap. I like to put dual exhaust on this thing. So much crap stacked in here. It don't sound terrible. I think with duals it would sound good in some headers. Anyway, that's the cold start. I'm sure you guys are like super stoked about it. I know I am. Every time it starts, I'm super proud about it. So anyway, that's the cold start. These are the filthy valve covers. You can kind of see it. Maybe kind of loud, but you kind of see there's a lot of oil on top of the exhaust manifold there. I'm hoping this valve cover job will take care of. I'm gonna let this warm up for a minute. I got the exhaust fan going, so I don't become catatonic in here. So I'll let it warm up, get a heat cycle, and then we'll break those bolts loose and take those valve covers off. All right, we got the driver's side valve covers off. The valves, there's a little bit of gunk in there. It's not bad. I mean, I would expect for a 40-year-old engine to have some gunk in it, but there's plenty of oil in here. You can see they're oiling very good, and all the rockers and valve springs, everything looks good. Nothing looks messed up. Push rods all look pretty good shape. So we'll get the passenger side pulled off, and we'll get them cleaned up and get them painted. Okay, we got the driver's side off, which was a real pain in the ass. A lot of shit in the way, and it wasn't that bad. Just a bunch of stuff you got to move. It's got a lot of these mystery hoses that I don't know what they go to or what they went to. I'll try to take some of those off. It idles kind of rough, so I don't know if it's got a vacuum leak somewhere. While I was idling, I tried capping off a couple of these, and nothing really changed. Just a little quick test, but I did have to take this off of the back of the carburetor. Goes down to the exhaust manifold. I don't know what it is. If somebody knows what it is, you can tell me what it is, but I will hook it back up. Anyway, so anyway, the smell of old gas, not just old gas, like varnish. You know, old gas smells different. When it's really old, it smells more like varnish. It's strong in that engine. Like I say, the guy I bought it from told me he bought it from a mechanic who the owner had brought it in, told him to get it running, and he got it running, and the guy never came and paid him for it. So this guy I bought it from the mechanic, and then he actually found a pretty sweet, I think 93 F350 7.3 International in it. And so he bought that and got rid of this. I don't think he really used it much. I don't think he had it very long. I don't know what he paid for it, whatever. I gave him $1,900 for the truck. It ran and drives. It runs and drives. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I got the valve covers here. I got the old wire brush chucked up in the drill press, and we're gonna clean them up really well and wipe them down. And I have yet to look for the paint. Hopefully I can find the paint. If not, I'll be making another trip to the auto parts store. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, I got the first one ran through the wire brush, and it didn't clean it up as good as I thought it would. So I'm gonna have to do some hand sanding and take a hand brush it by hand right here in this edge to get rid of some of the gunk. And this sticker is proving to be quite the pain in the ass to get off. So I'm gonna keep working on that and do the other one and see what's going on. So I got this one looking halfway decent, and it has taken a lot longer than I hoped it would. I finally just put it back in the drill over there and just really put a lot of pressure on it. It took a lot of that off, but still got to get down in these recesses, and it, for whatever reason, it won't get that gunk out of the corner there. This one, passenger side, has a couple little spots in it. I'm gonna try to massage those out with the ball peen hammer. There was another one somewhere. Anyway, right there. So I'm gonna work on those, and then I'm gonna clean on that one. And I'll be honest, I didn't think it was gonna take this much work, but I guess 40 years of rust and grime are built up on here and taking some time to get off. So anyway, I'm not gonna make y'all watch that because nobody really watches these videos anyway. So I definitely not gonna subject you to watching me grind on these things. But it took me, I've been grinding on brushing, not grinding, but working on that one for a good 30 minutes minimum. Trying to get it cleaned up, trying to get all the paint off of it. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not trying to get it perfect, but you know, if you're gonna do something, you might as well take time and get it right. Spending that much effort cleaning it up and then put a crappy paint job on it. So anyway, we'll work on that one. I'm gonna have to do some hand sanding on this one with some sandpaper. I'm sure that one as well. I've also got to clean up the mating surface. It's got a lot of grime on it, so that's got to be cleaned, and then I'll have to clean the mating surface on the head. The flange has a little bit of deformity to it around the bolt holes. I may try to pound those back out just a little bit. But anyway, we're back at it. Okay, I finally got them cleaned up. I ended up having to take the die grinder and a Scotch Brite pad to get the final bit off, and to get the RTV, which I think is RTV on the bottom mating surface and stuff. I got most of the dents beaded out fairly decent. There's a couple that were under the baffle that I'm not going to be able to get out, but it's fine, whatever. This took a lot of work. So this is the paint I got. It's Duplicolor engine enamel with ceramic. I don't know if it's right, but that's what it's getting. Still got to clean the top of the heads off where the gasket sits. I'll do that while the paint's drying. It's actually kind of late. It's about 9 o'clock. I might just do that tomorrow. I never thought it would take me 2 days to, well, not 2 days, but it's going to go into another day. To do these, and I think on the breather, I'm going to take it to work over the weekend and put it in a little sandblast at work and sandblast it. It's got a lot of nooks and crannies, and it's going to be a ton of work to do that with a brush or something. And I just got aluminum foil on the, I think it's the PCB, part of the PCB system. I think I'm going to replace it with a little breather cap. But for now, that's what it's getting. Anyway, I'm gonna let those dry, put another coat on them, probably call it for tonight, cover up the heads with some rags, and get back on it tomorrow. Alright, it is the next day, and the valve covers turned out good, not great. I still got some spots that aren't that great, but you're not gonna see that in the corner. I'm not my show truck for sure. Probably wouldn't even have painted them if I didn't have to take them off and put new gaskets on it. But anyway, anywho, I bought a new PCV valve to go in here, but the grommet is too big, it won't fit in there, and I've already destroyed the old grommet. Taking it out, it was real dry and brittle, as they tend to become over time. So now I'm kind of debating on whether I should go somewhere else. It said it was for a 3/4 hole. But I put the mic on it, and it's definitely, hole's definitely too small for that. So anyway, I haven't decided if I'm gonna open this hole up or try to find another one. I don't know how big this hole is. It's about that big. Anyway. I was like, surely it's not bigger than, surely it's not smaller than a 3/4, but apparently it is. Is that will not? Anyway, it won't fit. But anyway, rambling on here. I've put the driver's side on, and it looks pretty sweet in there. Not gonna lie. Who says you can't polish a turd? Don't ever let anybody say you can't polish a turd. It'll still be a turd, but it'll shine like crazy. So put this gasket on. Put a little bit of RTV on it, and I put it on just to help hold it to the bottom, help hold it in place. So I gotta clean up this cap. I looked for a new cap. I had some in Advance, but they didn't look like they were gonna fit, but they might. So I might go back there, just get a regular cap to go on there. A newer cap. That one doesn't really tighten up. I guess I could bend those flanges down and get it tightened up. Paint it too, maybe paint it black. But anyway, I'm still working on this. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do about it. But anyway, that's where I'm at. All right, there she is. We got her back together. Got that breather crap on. Breather cap. Even though it says Mr. Gasket on it, you can't really see it. And the valve cover, the oil fill, I just took, and it was painted black. So I took it and put it on the wire brush and took all the black paint off of it and polished it. And there it is. Turned out all right. This valve cover is a real pain in the ass to get off and on. So much stuff in the way. Still got to figure out what I gotta do about this charcoal filter. I posted on Facebook about it, and I didn't really get a straight answer of what would happen if I took it off with a stock carburetor and stuff. Nobody really said. Somebody said it would suck all the gas out of your float bowl and some other stuff, and a bunch of people said, oh, I took mine off. But as far as I know, it's still hooked up, because it's got a fuel line that runs back down and back to the fuel tank. So I don't know what's going on with that. So, but I think I'm going to reroute these heater. I don't even know if the heat works. I've never used it, but I'm going to reroute these heater hoses. See if I can get them more up out of the way engine, clean that up. Try to clean up some of this wiring. If I got rid of this and all its associated hoses and whatnot, that would go a long way as to cleaning up this whole area. This side's not too bad. I got to get me something to wrangle up these wires with, these spark plug wires. But anyway, there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I did not. It's fine. It's just a lot more work than what I thought, but the valve cover's painted. It really defines the motor. I think it looks good, even though the rest of the motor's like all dirty. I think it really defines the look of that motor. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and if you like and you want more content, see me working on the old ice cream sandwich here, then subscribe, like, share a video, whatever. But we got her back together and she's looking pretty sweet.